Good morning and welcome everybody, and thank you for your social distancing. Thank you for your masks. Y'all can come a little closer. 6 feet, you know, is what they recommend from the CDC. You're still scared to come up here. All right, roll that machine up here. You're a star, Commissioner. Where's my flag? Right here behind me. For any happy occasion involving government and God bless them, the taxpayers, we should begin such an occasion with the Pledge of Allegiance. Would you join me, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so very much. I want to start out by thanking Chief Delilah. Where'd you hide out? There he is, the guy with the funny arm, all special, dressed up for today. Thank you for loaning us the fire department, and thanks for your cooperation with our DOT all the way through this, because I know you guys have had to go above and beyond the call of duty. Thanks so much. Captain Mallard with the Lee County Sheriff. There he is, folks, right back there. He was watching this project come together when he was a lieutenant out here. When I was first honored to be elected in 2006, this project was actually listed on Randy's paperwork, but it was a long time coming, and some of us wondered if it was ever going to come, but thank goodness it has come. But let me recognize some other folks here. The Chamber of Commerce has been behind this back when it was a Lehigh Chamber. Now when it's an East County Chamber, Mike Welch is their president. Mike, thank you for all you guys have done to always be behind this project. Mike's also a commissioner, as you know, on Lamson. They look after the water out here. Randy looks after the roads out here, but you can't do roads without crossing water and vice versa. So great working relationship here, Commissioner. Thank you very much for all you guys do. Is Dave Lindsay here? No. No, not here. You're Dave Lindsay this morning.
They're all working.
They're working where they're supposed to be. Other public officials, who did I miss that's actually got a title or something? Chair of the Fire District Board? Kathy. Yes. Some of y'all with your masks look a little different this morning. And I want to recognize Rick Angelikas, because he was very active and had been for many years with the community council here. Rick, just a quickie like that. He's not the chair anymore, but for a lot of us thought he was chair for life there for a while, but they were always pushing hard for this project and always behind it, and we thank the council for all they do for Lehigh, particularly with regard to this particular project here. I'm going to recognize Commissioner Pendergrass, little guy over here. He's little, but he's big, folks, let me tell you. Ray Sandelli. But let me mention first, who cannot be with us this morning, Commissioner Larry Kiker. Larry represented the beach, but he never forgot Lehigh Acres, I can promise you that. He made certain that we got the Estero Boulevard project moved way forward, and he was 100% simultaneously supportive of what we're doing here. Cancer, sadly, took him away from us last year, and we get Ray Sandelli in his place, and this guy hit the ground running, and he's been a superb addition to the Lee County Commission. So Ray Sandelli, say a word or two to this crowd on this happy occasion. Yay, clap, clap, clap.
Good morning. Thank you all for being here. One of the questions I always got is, what's it take to build a road? And I said it's three things. One is time. It takes a lot of time in the planning, and sometimes it gets put behind. The second thing, is money. And these are not inexpensive ventures, but it's part of the process. And the third thing is patience. And so I want to thank all of you in this community for the patience you've had as we've gone through this. It's a great addition to a great community. It means a great deal to Lee County. And so thank you all, and hope it gets a little bit cooler soon. Thank you.
Hey, Ray Sandelli. And now my favorite teddy bear of the Lee County Commission, Cecil Pendergrass. Take it away, Cecil. Bring him on here.
Well, thank you, Commissioner. Man, he's just upset this morning he can't get his normal hug I usually give him, so we're having to stay our distance. So, again, thank you, Commissioner Mann, our Vice Chairman, and everybody else for being here. And like Ray said, patience. This has been a project that's been in work for many years, and the community came together to help us with this. And this shows the Lee County's continued commitment to Lehigh Acres. This road is so much safer now for the pedestrians and for drivers, and as we can tell this morning, a lot of trucks use this road too. So we have safe areas now for pedestrians and bicyclists now with the new pathways, the signage. Our main focus here in Lee County is pedestrian and safety. And this road is a perfect example of this. So again, thank you for everybody involved and all the stakeholders and all the contractors involved again for your great work. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Cecil. And he's another one that has never forgotten Lehigh Acres. His district is adjoins ours, and he takes good care of those folks, but he never forgets Lehigh, and that's been from day one for forever. Now the guy that is always quiet, hides behind the scenes, we don't get to see him out in public very much, but on these kind of occasions we like to highlight Randy Searchy, who runs our DOT, and nothing good in road building and maintenance happens without Randy Searchy. So bring on our hero, Randy!
Good morning, thanks for coming. I'd like to thank Commissioner Mann, the Commissioner's Presidents, and all the Commissioners for prioritizing this project. We have a big list, and they've kept this one up at the top. I'd like to thank County Administration, two of which are here, Dave Arner and Roger DeJarlais, for the work in the process that gets these projects prioritized. I'd like to thank Vince Miller, the DOT's project manager, and the folks that actually built it. We have a contractor, a good one, Keith Dean, Stevens & Layton. The CEI was Johnson Engineering, designers HDR, and public involvement of Solomon. You wouldn't believe how much stuff's under the ground here. So all the utilities that got out of the way, FGUA, Lee County Co-op, Central Link, Comcast, painstakingly moved all their facilities so we could get the road in here. And lastly, the community. I know we've affected it for a couple years now, but hopefully you'll enjoy the finished product. Thank you.
We're absent two commissioners this morning. I know y'all noticed that. Right when we broke for the July break, Commissioner Manning, John Manning, he hit the road and he headed to where his roots are and his family members up in Massachusetts, so he could not obviously be with us this morning. And those of you that follow the news around here know that our chairman, Brian Hammond, has himself been stricken with this awful disease that's going all around this nation and the world. I spoke to him on the phone a few days ago. He's in good spirits. He says it seems like a very light case he has. I'm sharing this with you. I don't think you mind me telling you. But he's got to hunker down, you know, for a period of time before he gets an official clearance from all these medical folks. But he sends his best and is very sorry that he could not be with us this morning. He has been totally supportive of all these Lehigh projects, especially this one. This is just a little PS, and this has enjoyed the total support of the entire commission. I'm talking unanimous support. This was a almost $15 million project right here. It took us about 3 years from the engineering to get this thing completed. During that same 3 years, we were adding $5 million a year for the resurfacing of all of Lehigh. That's the most money that we've ever done, and it was thanks to the leadership of Roger DeJarlais, who recommended this program and how it got funded. So in this period, 3 years, we've got a $30 million commitment here to Lehigh Acres. Again, thanks to these guys. It's the biggest single 3-year period in funding for Lehigh Acres in the community's history. So you guys are 100,000 folks strong here, 100,000 people proud and happy to call Lehigh home, and we're doing our best to finally get these roads up to the standards that you need and deserve. So give yourself a hand for the biggest project 3-year program ever. Now, who have I forgotten? Miss Betsy? Miss Betsy over here, she is the producer and director of this performance this morning. MGM couldn't have pulled this off better than she did. Miss Betsy, we want all you guys that are behind me, get out there over there. This is where they smile for the media. They can see right through your mask. Media, are you happy? Because we're about to do this for real. All right, this is a $14 million clip. On your mark, get set, clip. I got the dual scissors. All right, thank you guys for coming out here. Yeah, everybody clap. Now you have to get the scissors back. All right, thank you. Thank you.